Good morning, my dear students. Today we are going to discuss recursion Towers of Hanoi problem. So, Towers of Hanoi, it is a game. Recursion, what is recursion? Then, before going to discuss, so in the previous classes, we completed stack and its definition, array representation of stack, the stack abstract data types, applications of stacks, prefix, infix, and postfix arithmetic expressions, conversion and evolution of postfix expressions. So these are all previously discussed. So today we need to discuss recursion and towers of Hanoi problem. So what is stack? We know already we discussed example of stack, operations on stacks. So using arrays and using linked lists. Using linked list we will implement in the third unit. So in this unit we are using array implementation, stack using arrays, stack operations using arrays. So then the first one is the push operation. Push means we are inserting value into the stack. Then the next one is pop operation. Pop means deleting values from the stack. A display, to display top to bottom all the elements in the stack. Then these are the stack applications. First one is expressions. An expression is a collection of operations and operators and operands that represent a specific value. What is an operator? Operator is a symbol. Operands are the values on which the operators can perform the task. So expression types: infix expression, postfix expression, and prefix expression. These three are the types of expressions. So this is an infix expression. Infix, by default we are writing equations. So those are all under infix expressions. By default expression is an infix. So the operator in expression, operator is used in between the operands, that is infix. For example, a plus b is an infix expression. Postfix expression, in the postfix expression operators are used after operands. Operators are used after operands. AB are the operands, operator is the plus. Operators are used after operands. Next one is the prefix expression. First operators, then the next one operands in the prefix expression. So this is the infix to postfix conversion. Okay. So this is an example for infix to postfix conversion. So infix to postfix conversion using stack data structure. So this is an example for infix to postfix conversion. So then the next one. So finally AB plus CD minus asterisk. So that is the postfix expression. Postfix expression evolution using arithmetic operation. So like this is the postfix conversion. The infix expression is 5 plus 3 into 8 minus 2. The postfix expression is 5 3 plus 8 2 minus asterisk. So finally, then this is the final output. So 48 is the final output. Yes, already we discussed in detail in last class. Okay, ma. Then the next one is recursion. What is recursion today? So this is the topic we need to discuss, all of you. We need to learn recursion. What is recursion? So what is the advantage of recursion and what are the disadvantages of recursion? So then here recursion in C language, we know iterations, loops. So loop statements, how many? For loop, while loop, and do while loop. These three are the loop control structures. All of you, while, do while, for loop. While, do while, for loop. These three are the loop control structures in C language. We are using while loop, the same statements executing again and again until the condition becomes false. In do while loop, the same statements executing again and again until the condition becomes false. In for loop also, the same statements executing again and again until the condition becomes false. Clear? So here also recursion without using loop control structures in C language. I want to calculate the factorial of the given integer or display n Fibonacci numbers, all of you. So then etc. I want to find n natural numbers without using while loop, do while loop and for loop. But I want to calculate, is it possible or not? Possibility is there using recursive functions. Clear? A recursive function, a function which is calls itself repeatedly until a specified condition is satisfied. Clear? A function which calls itself repeatedly until a specified condition is satisfied is called a recursive function. A function calls itself again and again until the condition is satisfied. Until the condition is satisfied. All of you. In while loop, in do while loop, in for loop. A while loop repeats the same statements executing again and again until the condition becomes false. Clear? Whereas in recursive functions, a recursive function is also a function. A recursive function is also a function. Clear? A recursive function is also a function. So it is used to call the same function. All of you. A recursive function is a function. So a recursive function calls itself. The same function calls itself again and again until the condition is satisfied. That is called recursive function. The C programming language supports recursive functions, but when using recursion, programmers need to be careful to define an exit condition from the function. So otherwise, it will go into an infinite loop. It will go into an infinite loop. The supporters recursion function, but when using recursion, programmers need to be careful to define an exit condition. Otherwise, the loop repeats again and again. The loop, simply the loop in infinite loop. Without condition, the loop infinite loop, then we want to stop it. When the power is stopped, then the system will stop. Otherwise, it repeats the same statements executing again and again. So that's why we at the writing time, we take careful to define an exit condition from the function. Clear? So otherwise it will go into an infinite loop. Recursion functions are very useful in calculating factorial of a number and generating Fibonacci series, etc. So what is recursive function? Recursive function is also a function. So it calls again and again. The recursive function, a function calls itself. A function calls the same function again and again until the condition is satisfied. When the condition becomes satisfied, the control exit from this loop. Clear? So this is called recursive function. So example, in this example, so factorial of n. So then n less than or equal to 1, return 1, else return n star factorial of n minus 1. Clear? So integer main function, remember, read n value where n equal to 5. Your factorial of n. This is calling function. It can call this one. So n value equal to 5. N less than or equal to 1. N less than or equal to 1. What is the value of n? N value is 5. First time 5. No, condition becomes false. The condition go to the else statement. Return n star factorial of n minus 1. Return n star factorial of n minus 1. Clear? So n into 5 into factorial of n minus 1, 4. So then factorial, this function calls this one. Remember all of you. So integer 1 argument. Here also n minus 1, 5 minus 1, 4. So it receives 4. Again, condition check. If 4 less than or equal to 1, the condition is false. Then return n into 5 into 4 into factorial of n minus 1. Clear? So then the next one, 3, n into 4 into 3 into factorial of n minus 1. Again, until the n where n equal to 1, then it returns value. All of you. In recursive functions, it will not calculate in every step in recursive functions. It will not calculate the value in every step. When the control is returned, before return the control, it can calculate the value, the final value returned back. Clear, all of you? Yes? So this is called recursive function, all of you. So this is a recursive function. Function calls itself. Itself means here factorial. This is also a factorial. This function calls this one again and again until the condition is satisfied. When n got 1, then the control return factorial of the n. Clear? So then what is an advantage? So fast execution. Fast execution. What is a disadvantage? It occupies very whose memory. Fast execution, it occupies very whose memory. One advantage, one disadvantage. All of you, this is the factorial of the given integer n. So all of you. So this is the recursive function, all of you. So then integer factorial of integer n. If n equal to n less than or equal to 1, if the condition is true, return n. 1, return 1. Otherwise, return of n into factorial of n minus 1. Return of n into factorial of n minus 1. Clear? So then what is the value of n? 5. Here n value equal to 5. First calling main function. First main function sending a value. The value is 5. All of you. Then simply n value equal to first time 5. It received 5 from main function. 5 less than or equal to 1. Condition true or false? False. Yes. Then control go to the else statement. Return of what is this statement? So 5 into factorial of n minus 1, that is 4. N minus 1 equal to 4. Yes. Again, n less than 4 less than or equal to 1? No. Return of n into here 4 into factorial of, so 3, n minus 1, 3. Clear? So next one is condition is false. 3 less than or equal to 1, condition becomes false. Return of 3 into factorial of n minus 1, 2. So 2 less than or equal to 1, no, else. Return of factorial of n minus 1. Here 2 into fact of n minus 1, 1. 1 less than or equal to 1. Yes. Return of. So before going to return, so first it calculate here 2 into 3, 6 into 4, 24 into 5, 120. So return 120 value to the main function. All of you. Then in the first time 5, second time 4, third time 3, next time is 2. Clear? It occupies 2 bytes memory. It is also occupies 2 bytes memory. It is also 2 bytes memory. It is also 2 bytes memory. Then the last one is there. That is also 2 bytes memory. Total how many blocks are there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 into 2, 10 bytes memory wastage. It occupies 10 bytes memory. This is wastage. All of you, wastage. So it occupies whose memory? While using recursive functions, it occupies whose memory. Whereas in iterative functions, it occupies very less memory. All of you. So example for loop statement. Clear, all of you? This is recursive function. A function calls itself again and again until the condition becomes false. Until the condition becomes false. Similarly, so for example, let I take to find the factorial of the given integer using for loop. If for example here n equal to 5, I equal to 1. So f is also 1, fact equal to for I equal to 1, I less than or equal to n, then I plus plus, all of you. Then where f equal to f into I, where f equal to f into I, then close. What is the value of I? N equal to 5, I value 1, 1 less than or equal to 5, condition is true, f equal to initial value 1, f equal to 1 into I value is also 1 equal to 1. Clear? So that is replaced by old value by f value. Clear? Next one, go to the incrementation statement. I plus plus I value 2. 2 less than or equal to 5. Condition is true. F equal to old value 1 into 2 equal to 2. Then f equal to 2. Then I plus plus I value equal to 3. 3 less than or equal to 5. Condition is true. F equal to f into old value 2 into 3 equal to 6. 3 equal to 6. F equal to same memory blocks. Remember, f equal to f value into I value. That is replaced by the old value f value. Clear? So then 6. 6 I plus plus I value equal to 4. Here 4 less than or equal to 5. Condition true. Here 6 into old value f value 6 into 4 equal to 24. That is assigned into f. Clear? So then I plus plus I value equal to 5. 5 less than or equal to 5. Condition is true. Again f equal to 24 into 5 equal to 120. 120. Then I plus plus I value equal to 6. 6 less than or equal to 5. Condition becomes false. Then control exit from this loop. In this logic, all of you, this is for loop statement. So in this logic, how much memory is occupied? One variable n, another variable I, another variable f. These three are the integer variables. So 2 bytes, 2 bytes, 2 bytes. Total how many bytes occupied? 6 bytes only. Whereas in the recursive function, 10 bytes memory occupies. Total extra 4 bytes occupied. That is the drawback of recursive function. This is an advantage of iterative function or loop function, loops. So only 3 variables is enough. 6 byte space is enough. But whereas in recursive functions, so n occupies 2 bytes. Total in the loops and the recursive calls 10 bytes. Total type 10 bytes, 12 bytes memory occupied. Whereas in iterative, only 6 bytes memory is enough. Clear? This is an advantage of loops. That is a drawback of recursive functions. Clear, all of you? So this is the difference between recursive and non-recursive, recursive and non-recursive. So recursive and loops. Clear? So next one is Towers of Hanoi. Towers of Hanoi problem. Towers of Hanoi. It is a children's game. It is a children game. All of you. It is a children game. Towers of Hanoi. So simply, so there is a fall. For example, this is a fall. This is source fall. It having 3 disks. Large disk. This is large disk. This is medium disk. This is a small disk. Small disk. How many disks are there? Here 1, 2, 3. Large disk, medium, and small. So then one more disk is there. One more tower is there. This is destination tower. I want to move 3 disks same position from source to destination. All of you. So while moving, we should follow some rules and regulations. While moving, we should follow some rules and regulations. The first rule is at a single time we can move only one disk at a time. We can move only one disk at a time. First rule. Second rule is larger disks cannot placed on smaller disks. Larger disks cannot placed on smaller disks. All of you, we should follow these two rules. The first rule is move a single disk at a time. Second rule is cannot place larger disks on smaller disks. We cannot place larger disks on smaller disks. As it is, I want to move from source to destination. So with the help of third fold, that is called temporary T. This is the third tower, temporary tower. Clear? Remember, I want to move small disk from source to, I want to move small disk from source to temporary tower. Simply, this is the temporary tower. Temporary tower. All of you are, so destination. Listen. So here simply your destination, not temporary, your destination tower D. Source to destination. Then this is small. Okay. Then here removed. All of you. Next one, I want to move medium disk from source to temporary. So this is medium disk. Medium disk. All of you. Medium disk. So then here is clear. Then I want to move small disk to medium. I want to move small disk from destination to temporary. So is it possible? Yes. What are our conditions? We can move a single disk at a time. We can place we cannot place larger disks on smaller disks. But medium is larger than small. Yes or no? So that's why I moved small disk from destination to temporary. This is small disk. Clear? And next one, I want to move large disk from source to destination. This is large disk. Clear? This is large disk. So moved from source to destination. So source is empty. Next one, I want to move small disk from temporary to source. So then this is small disk from temporary to source. Clear? Small disk is moved. Then I want to move medium disk from temporary to destination. This is medium. This is medium. Then temporary is empty. Next one, I want to move small disk from source to destination. Then this is small disk. Yes. So what is our aim? To move as it is disks from source to destination. Possible or not? Yes. Possibility is there? Yes. With using temporary fold. Then these three are the towers. That's why this is called towers of Hanoi. Towers of Hanoi. Clear? This is a children game. This is a children game, simply. Towers of Hanoi is a children game. So here having 3 disks, move from source to destination without any changes. But we should follow 2 rules. The first rule is we can move a single disk at a time, and the second rule is we can we cannot place larger disks on smaller disks. We cannot place larger disks on smaller disks. This is the Towers of Hanoi problem. Okay, ma. So what is Towers of Hanoi? I will explain. So advantages of disadvantages and disadvantages. What are the advantages of recursion? The code may be easier to write. That is an advantage. To solve such problems which are naturally recursive, such as Towers of Hanoi, etc. Reduce unnecessary calling of function. So extremely useful when applying the same solution. Recursion reduces the length of code. It is very useful in solving the data structure problem. Stacks evolutions and infix, prefix, postfix evolutions, etc. using recursive. Disadvantage of recursive functions. Advantage of recursive functions. Then what are the disadvantages of recursive function? Recursive functions are generally slower than non-recursive function. It may require a lot of memory space to hold intermediate results on the system stack. Hard to analyze or understand the code. It is not more efficient in terms of space and time complexity. The computer may run out of memory if the recursive calls are not properly checked. These are the disadvantages of recursive functions. Next program for Towers of Hanoi. What is Towers of Hanoi? The Tower of Hanoi is a mathematical puzzle. It consists of 3 rods or poles or towers and a number of disks of different sizes which can side onto any rod. The puzzle starts with the disks in a neat stack in ascending order of size on one rod. The smallest at the top, we have to obtain the same stack on the third rod. Clear? Your source and destination. Clear, all of you? The objective of the puzzle is to move the entire stack to another rod, obeying the following simple rules. What are the rules? Only one disk can be moved at a time. Only one disk can be moved at a time. Each move consists of taking the upper disk from one of the stack and placing it on top another stack. That is, a disk can only be moved if it is the uppermost disk on a stack. Next rule is no disk may be placed on top of a smaller disk. Clear? Larger disk cannot be placed on smaller disks. These are the rules. Then this is the Towers of Hanoi problem. So already I explained. This is the Towers of Hanoi problem. Then how many disks are there? So int is run equal to 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 times repeated. This is the final call. Yes, this is an output. From A to B, next from A to C, B to C, A to B, like that. I gave example in your previous. Okay. Then this is the Towers of Hanoi problem. A recursive function, a function calls itself again and again until the condition becomes false. All of you. So I explain it to, I gave examples. So using for loop and so recursive function, what are the differences between recursion and iteratives? Okay. Then advantages and disadvantages of recursive functions. So then program for Tower of Hanoi, I explained. Okay, ma? Good. Okay, ma, all the best. Tomorrow we will discuss queues in data structures. Okay, ma? Queue data structures. Tomorrow we will discuss. Thank you. Bye.